Hi guys, my name is Melissa and I would love to tell you my story. One word I would use to describe my life before Christ would be hypocrite. I grew up in a Christian home, and so I definitely knew all the right answers, and I was a pretty good kid. But ultimately I was a big hypocrite because the whole Christian thing was something that I just tacked on to my life. I didn't want anything to do with Jesus if he was going to require me to do things that made me feel uncomfortable or got in the way of something that I wanted. My desires and goals and ultimately my satisfaction were way more important than serving God or having a relationship with him. When I got to college, my hypocrisy moved from being an inward struggle to being out in the open. I started drinking pretty heavily my freshman year, and I still claimed to be a Christian, but at that point, partying with my friends seemed like the most fun option. And as I said, I wouldn't let my religion get in the way of anything that I wanted or thought would make me happy. I often felt guilty, lonely, and unsatisfied in the midst of these choices, and the things that I was relying on to make me happy just weren't. I wanted to ask Jesus for help, to turn back to him, but I didn't know how, and I believe with all my heart that he wouldn't want me in my current state. There were so many times I tried to clean up and be a better person before I came to him, but despite my best efforts, I failed. I couldn't stop, and I didn't know what to do, and I just felt really stuck. But then, my junior year rolled around, and that was kind of the year that everything changed. Romans 5:8 said, "But God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we are still sinners, Christ died for us." God really used a small group Bible study my junior year to change my life. And the cool thing was I wasn't even seeking him out. I wasn't trying to get right with him. But Jesus pursued me. And, my life didn't change overnight. I didn't miraculously give up partying, but I did understand for the very first time that Jesus loved me just the way that I was. I didn't have to, clean up to come to him, and I couldn't earn his forgiveness. It was completely free and undeserved. And when I finally understood those things, my life started to change. I stopped trying to fill my life with things that never really brought me happiness or joy. And then because Jesus showed me his forgiveness and acceptance while I was still a sinner, I now describe my life as free. I'm free from hypocrisy. I have the desire to follow him no matter what now, because I know that he loves me, and I've learned to trust him completely. I can surrender control of my plans and desires because then I know he only wants good things for me. And I can find true satisfaction in his love. I'm also free from sin in my life. Not that I'm perfect, because I definitely don't have it all together, but I'm no longer a slave to my sin and addictions because Jesus Christ paid the penalty for sin by dying on the cross for me and rising from the dead. And it's by his power that I'm able to overcome sin in my life. And I'm free to experience the love and forgiveness of Jesus because I can't earn it and I can't lose it. Jesus gives me those things freely, and because of that, I feel really free and alive, and I just have so much joy and peace in my life now. So that's my story. Thanks for listening.